Final Fantasy. So let's just take a quick poll here. Final Fantasy 4 or Final Fantasy 6?
I prefer 5. I love 5.
5. 5.
Yeah. You play 5?
Yeah, but
Got
5
Barrett
on
in
Nintendo
there?
DS. Oh wait, or is that 3?
I don't know. No comment.
You know, it's tough being an FF5 head like myself. FF4 is a beautiful and deeply meaningful game to a lot of folks, a formative childhood moment, and potentially the catalyst of the knowledge that video games can be good in the minds and hearts of a generation of young gamers of the age. It was possible. FF6 is also a big one. A silly video game where you fight a funny clown, I'm told. I've not played it.
The clown goes, I've had it up to here. I've had it up to here with everything. So that's got to go.
FF5 was never released outside of Japan until 1998 on the PlayStation 1 port that doesn't work correctly. Earlier than that, you'd have to get the weird fan-translated import, an extra and unnecessarily degree of nerdiness that even most gamers simply weren't willing to commit to.
This is one of those translation things that I was talking about. The original fan translation made his name Butts.
This is where the Butts translation comes from, by the way. We've found the Butts version. It wouldn't be until 2006 that the game was properly released in the West, on the Game Boy Advance, the same year that Final Fantasy XII came out.
It's just very meh across the board as far as I'm concerned.
Additionally, Final Fantasy V was never released on the Nintendo DS.
Yeah, but
Got
5 on
Barrett in there?
Nintendo DS.
So I want to say to Robbie, my brother, my light, my guiding star. I get it. I'm disappointed, painfully so, but I do understand. Although wildly popular in Japan, to the global west, Final Fantasy V is a game out of time, releasing for the first time as a retro oddity, a full-price release with design principles and graphics 10 years out of place. Additionally, while the 4th and 6th titles in the franchise were pioneering attempts to tell serious stories through the medium of video games, still considered children's toys in the era, 5 opens painfully generic and goes on to be extremely, knowingly silly. These days, the vast majority of people who touch 5 seem to be those who've dedicated themselves to playing through the entire series.
Like a slime. It is a cute kind of Japanese character. It wears a little
Is
hood.
it cute because it's Japanese, Alan? Because I think that's a fairly problematic statement.
I wouldn't say a thing like that. I don't say problematic things.
And we'll quickly move on to 6 and 7 and 8 without giving it another thought. If way, way back in the day the Something Awful goons hadn't picked up FF5 for a bunch of silly challenge runs, I wouldn't even know it existed, except as something to logically fill the gap between FF4 and FF6. It'd essentially be FF3 to me, a video game which I cannot prove actually exists. And it's tragic too, because FF5 is the best one.
Quite a magnificent film, but apparently
Very magnificent film. What was that? What was it? What happened?
Well,
What happened in the...
Now, where were we?
I'll probably need to do some
Probably have to go this way.
research and as.
I had to
Ooh,
pick
okay,
it.
so I have my
Oh, yeah, we
world
have,
map now. I don't know if I should make
Charts
that.
have been real, like, yeah, that I've made them.
or not.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, that.
What they are.
Alright. Yeah, let's go. After defeating Siren, we'll emerge back into the overworld map, Sans Boat. We can head to the right to the next dungeon, head south to the next town, or go west to absolutely nothing for no reason.
Okay. Incorrect choice.
For the record, it's not that he went the wrong way, it's that he waited like 5 minutes for anyone in chat to tell him what to do. That's why I think
there.
this is fun.
I can go. Oh, North Mountain. Uh-oh, I don't know if I should have gone here. Well, is this a dungeon? Oh, this is a dungeon.
We could go to the next dungeon right away, but whether we're looking for a safe place to rest after the boss battle, or we're trying to be optimal in our gaming, heading to the town first is in our best interest. There's a very important item there. Wherever we decide to go, though, we have 3 looming problems.
Gatling. Look at him. He's so cute.
Oh, it's a little Gatling. It's a cutie. What a cutie.
Gatling is the weakest enemy in this part of the map, but probably has enough HP to survive a single hit from anything but a really pissed off monk. Those spikes aren't just for show either. Hit them with a physical attack and they're likely to counter with their needles. The damage isn't crazy, but they'll put holes in a black mage who's been absent-mindedly mashing the attack button too much, so take care. Secondly, we have to keep an eye out for passing purple balls.
Oh, Bighorn.
You'd think they'd stand out in the extremely green meadow, but these things can sneak up on you. Bighorn has a little more health and deals a little more damage than the smaller guys, but doesn't counter. Interestingly, they're not weak to fire, but they are scared of it, and if hit by a fire spell, they'll immediately flee the combat.
Aw. Just ran away. What a pusswad.
Thirdly, we have the rather intimidating tattoo. An angry brown slab with a serious case of gribbling hands. If you're running through the area at low level on, for example, a Freelancer Fiesta stat, we'll get to it, any minute now I think, these guys actually suck a lot. Their 100 hit points can actually pose a chore to chew through for a team with no skills and few weapon or armor options, and their damage is high enough that it's probably best to run. Honestly, the Gatlings are little bastards too. This is a bad grinding spot, is what I'm saying. Finally, all of the above only have rare steals, and they're not even good steals, so thieves are, once again, sad. Before too long, likely in less time than it took to say all that, we should reach our destination.
Just in case one gets corrupt.
Carwin.
Carwin.
Okay, let's check out Carwin.
Music. They're clapping or something. That sounds neat. Cool, we should have a bunch of money now.
Cowan is a quaint little town with a banging soundtrack. Not a whole lot in it though, except for the one important item. So we'll try and be less painfully thorough than usual.
Welcome to Carwin.
For a moment. The inn here will fully heal the squad's HP and MP for 10 coins. The price will go up as the game goes on, but they never try to goddamn fleece you like some JRPGs do. The magic shop sells 2 extra spells than the last one. Sleep for a black mage and protect for a white mage.
That does not seem to.
Try hitting it. It might tell you already have it.
Oof.
Yeah.
They all got punched in the head.
Sleep, if it's not resisted or used on something that's otherwise immune, will stop a boy from atting you and reduces evade to 0 until he's hit by a physical attack. Black mage will normally just be exploding people, sleeping them in a more permanent manner, but their status spells are handy to keep in mind, especially considering their other spells won't wake up the target. It's at least one boss later where sleep is kinda handy. Protect is also a dang handy spell that fully halves the physical damage a unit takes, lasting until it's dispelled, a thing most enemies in this video game cannot do. If you have access to white magic, a lot of boss fights just got a bunch easier for you. Though with it costing just 3 MP, you don't have to be stingy about throwing it out against any random mook who looks like they mean to bop you on the nose. In the long term, magic attacks is normally the thing that'll be killing you, but we get a thing for that too later, so don't worry. The weapon shop here sells long swords, 2 words, which are a straight upgrade to the broadswords, 1 word, we've been working with so far, and daggers for any thiefy types who didn't manage to pick one up on the pirate boat. If you've got change left over, the armor shop has higher level stuff than we've seen so far, though I'd prioritize the bronze shields over anything else armor adjacent if you're working on a budget. There's also a pub, where you can play the piano.
Wow, that was terrible.
Speaking with this lady will give us a hint at where we're heading next.
The Kingdom of Walsh is south of here beyond the sea. They use a machine to...
Is that Butzo's mom?
We must stop it. How can we get to
I
Walsh?
guess. Also, that's Butzo's a child right there, with the hot cyan hair.
I got a Siltra idol.
Galuf, don't. It's too soon. Yeah, now look what you've done.
Why'd you have to bring that up, man?
Varys.
What?
I'm sorry.
Have you any ideas? No ships. We can't go by sea. If we can't go by land or sea, then
I am, by the way, fully aware that it plays horrible overlapping music when all the various characters come in. That's just even funnier for me. And I think it really adds to the kind of reality is collapsing ambience that started speaking to me after I watched so many of these playthroughs. These videos get like 30 views apiece, and I think I've caused myself actual psychic harm in making them. I suffer for my art. Ooh, don't forget to swipe the important item while you're down here. Damn my way, child. I need my magic staff.
Also, that's but so is a
I don't
child.
remember exactly where it is. I just know it's down somewhere. Starting to think I might be crazy and there is no magic staff. Ha! Never mind. We'll need that later.
You 5. What?
A meteorite fell near Tycoon. Too bad it didn't land on my mother-in-law.
There's a stronger hint at the inn. There's also a secret passage over here with 1,000 gil in it. The other items in town are just like potions and antidotes and shit.
1,000 gil.
Stole your money because of your shitty joke, Mr. Bartender.
That's the cost of doing business.
A local crackpot claims that on the North Mountain there is a dragon. Lena asks some follow-up questions and decides it's one she knows, one of her dad's. Special dragon healing grass grows on the mountain, so it's likely Hiryu will have gone there after being injured. Everyone decides collectively that if they help out a poorly dragon, it'll surely have to give them a lift to where they're going. Land and see her out. We go there. Once we've done our traditional RPG town messing around in routine, it's time to head to the North Mountain. Of course, on the way there will be the typical...
Hey, hey, how you doing?
Holy fuck.
Love this guy on Sesame Street. I'm not sure when I should switch jobs, because I would like to learn some more stuff.
They're not in a hurry to do that.
They're working still, I think, until they stop working.
Correct.
Yeah.
How could you? You monster.
North Mountain. Uh-oh, I don't...
North Mountain. So it is the mountain.
I was very excited to find those maps, so I had to show them off a little bit. VGMaps.com has the whole set of FF5 maps from the GBA version, and I'll be making use of those from here on anytime I want to show you something geographically specific. North Mountain again represents a significant jump in the difficulty of regular encounters. Most of the footage is going to be people who've bothered to level up, killing them easily, but speaking from my own experience, which largely consists of a team of 4 underleveled freelancers being mauled by angry cats, you want to be a little careful in here, especially around the tombstones. The enemies in this area mostly have a 1 in 3 chance to do their specialty attack each turn, which is going to hit an unarmored character in the front row for about 60 damage. Knights don't get owned as hard and can cover for anyone who does take a bad corner. Monks have a ton of health to play with and can still pummel everything into dust easily. North Mountain is also a very short and straightforward dungeon, with a boss who is extremely vulnerable to one exceptional cheese. We wouldn't be here for very long if one of us wasn't being all weird and wordy about it. I'll not name names. Viewer.
You think you know me? You think you know me? Oh, it's the rock slug.
I'm not going to talk about the enemies one at a time because of course I am.
Hallelujah. Hard rock.
This is Rock Slug. He doesn't do anything.
Hard rock. Hallelujah.
Go down. No mistake.
They're weak to fire, if you find you particularly dislike them. That's 120 hit points worth of slug you're looking at, so they might be around a minute otherwise. Slug damage is roughly similar to the guys outside, and while they have a specialty attack called Mucus, very cool, they'll never actually use it of their own volition.
Whoa, this music is really rocking. It's like... Did I ever tell you that that used to be my impression of a train? Oh, monster. Look at this! Oh my god, they're reminding me of something. Oh, do you know what they are? Isn't there like an episode of like Tom and Jerry?
Gaelic cats are, firstly, amazing. They're friendships, funny little dudes who hit alarmingly hard with their cat scratch specialty attack. These guys always have the float status, so ground moves won't hit them. We don't know any ground moves and can't at this point in the game, so, you know, dodged a bullet there. If you control one of those guys with a Beastmaster, you can have them cast float on your party. A handy thing to keep in mind, not that we know what a Beastmaster is yet.
Jerry had a it was one of those episodes where like Jerry had a they're doing quite a bit of damage actually, in fairness.
Let's do it again. See if
Oh,
we can get
this
down.
fucker. Again, you might think it'd be hard to get chased down by a headstone, or at least that you'd see him coming, but these guys are total bastards. They have a little defense against physical attacks, but are weak to lightning for some reason. That shit wouldn't fly in Pokemon. At any rate, with only 50 HP, they're not going to tank much regardless. That said, their corner attack is the most powerful thing that's going to hit you in this whole area, and each one of them on screen will do it a third of the time. If you've got a weak front line and they decide to single someone out of it, they'll go down in short order if you get unlucky.
Here we go.
The rest of the time, they'll use their weaker regular attack or attempt their one spell, Flash. This will fail every time because they have no MP to cast their spell. If you throw an Ether at a headstone, it can actually flash you now, which is going to blind the whole squad. This is a learnable move by a blue mage, but you have to win the battle to get it. Running gets you nothing. I might have found that out in the last fest. Much like undead enemies in the series tend to be vulnerable to Phoenix Downs as a cheeky instant kill, in this and only this series entry, throwing a soft at anything made of rocks will cause them to cast the Vanish spell on themselves. Casting Go Away instantly kills them and will reward you full XP, gold and drops, unlike if they'd run. I didn't get footage of this because they're just little guys and nobody's wasting items on them, but trust me, I've looked at their AI script. A thief can steal glasses from a headstone, a sentence which makes about as little sense as it's possible to make in just 8 words, and those will go in the accessory slot and make you unblindable. Don't do this on a blue mage who's learning to flash, the spell has to actually hit them or they won't get anything. And if you're really lucky, you can snag a high potion. Those will heal you up 500 points instead of 50, so a full heal on anyone for the foreseeable future. That was a lot of words about rocks. Moving on a little bit.
Okay, now watch out. Those purple flowers are poisonous. And I just poisoned everybody.
I told you the dungeon was short, and I wasn't lying. Of the 7 rooms, 1 is the entrance corridor, 1 is a save point, and 2 are cutscenes. The rest are a fairly straight line. Emerging onto the side of the mountain, we'll be confronted by big pink bushes that poison you if you stand on them. Try to avoid that.
Oh god. Aha.
Oh, poison grass.
Side note, I've been calling this boy Proximity the whole time because that's what his YouTube channel's called. I think he'd prefer to go by John Struct, and he's more of a Twitch lad. He's still going today, and he's worth a follow, I think. I hope that plug makes up for getting your name wrong for a collective 90+ minutes, Mr. John Struct.
Grass? Might not be able to.
He also walked into the bushes twice.
With our wonderful, amazing Patreons and all, I make, I don't know, $30, $40 a month on YouTube. Oh, that's poisonous. I should have realized that.
Congratulations on the Patreon, though.
That was not smart.
But I just like I can't just like with good conscience like just arbitrarily make her the
Last enemy is the cockatrice. They're cool and kinda rare, only appearing at all in the outdoors maps. It's not much to them though. They float, so don't use the earth attacks you don't have, and they also fully resist the holy spell you don't own, for some reason. Their 1 in 3 beak attack will apply petrification to a squad member if it hits. One of your squad becoming a statue is a big problem. They'll essentially be dead until you use a gold needle to turn them back to meat. Lucky for you, the attack normally misses. A combination of the dungeon being so short, the enemy being so rare, and the move being so inaccurate means getting on that way should probably be considered something of a lucky omen. Congratulations.
So what way does that song go if it doesn't go like if it doesn't turn into cat? Well, I know it does. Oh, I'm not supposed to touch those plants because they poison, don't they? Yeah.
I'm not sure about the 3 Warriors of Light dragging Galif's corpse around strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for him.
5. I have a feeling somehow in my mind, at least I'm safe inside my mind. I feel like I called it. Of course, I just had to do that, didn't I?
And I guess it's still kind of the beginning of the game. I don't expect any dungeon to be all that long. This is I believe, the first game to introduce a side door as opposed to just a straight up and down door.
I don't know if this fact is true, but it's pointless enough information that I'm willing to platform it. Do your own research and contradict me in the comments if you dare. Play through 4 entire video games looking for doors that aren't straight up or down. Do it, coward.
You get a turn so we can route. Oh wait, it's just wow. Beak and oh, you son of a.
When there's a little trap like the bushes here, it does make it more fun for me as a sadistic voyeur to watch that bit over and over. But there's no precedent for the funny bushes set yet in the game, and you've no reason as a player to expect it to be that mean. The bushes could just as easily be set dressing or even heal you. Poisoning the whole squad is really annoying. A white mage with Poisoner can cure poison all day long, but if you don't have one, it's a big hassle. They do only appear as a hazard in this one room, though. I'm worried this series could be seen as really nasty to the players, and I don't want that. I did start it intending to be mean to one bad man in particular, but as we've spilled over into the broader community, as it's developed as a project, and as I've mellowed out as a person, I have nothing but love for all the gamers.
I want to use a Phoenix down right now.
Yeah, I probably could have walked around the first set.
Yeah, that's another side-on door. Are you not going to mention the side-on door? Next room's a save point. Drop a tent and get ready. There's a boss in the one after. It's a lady called Magissa, and I'm going to level with you. I have absolutely no idea what she does. I'll be learning along with you today.
Father's helmet. I've got a Niflhelm. She's been struck by a poisoned arrow. Lena. Oh.
I came here after the Windrake. It seems like I caught something even more valuable. That's messed up.
Faris isn't taking none of this.
Let her go, you addle-padded, foul-complexioned scofflaw.
See?
Right?
And they jump the gap and dash to the rescue.
Good jump, Faris.
Only for more of the cliff to drop.
Hang on. Oh, god damn it. I like how she referred to him as he. In the fan translation version, and I think all the other versions, except for maybe Game Boy Advance, they change it to she.
Faris is trans. Fight me.
Where did you get the rope?
Luckily, Faris is Faris, and Faris is the best. The little animation of them throwing the rope and Butts tying it down is also adorable.
Oh, naughty little twerps. Ruining my plans? Fine. It just means I'll have to crush all 4 of you.
Ruining my plans, you little twerps.
Okay. I gotta tell you, that's not what I thought you were gonna look like. After all that, you know, the earth bending and stuff that you were doing.
We've fought 4 bosses so far. 2 monsters and 2 large women. I don't have a problem with this, I'm just noting a theme. Magissa is a spellcaster with a pretty meager HP pool, so realistically this shouldn't take long. Right?
Oh man. Oh, she looks like a little dominatrix or something.
The one immediate problem you're gonna notice is that Lena starts the battle poison.
A poisoned arrow.
Up to you if you want to fix that or just let it roll. She'll be fine, folks.
Here and just start laying into the old broad. How about that? Look at how much damage Galuf does. Honey, come take out the trash. Oh, there's Forza.
Wait, really? There's 2 of them?
You know, it's not the wind part of the tornado that actually hurts. Yo, is that Cyclops?
It's Forza. It's Gran Turismo, her husband.
He got a shiny knee.
That's the part you pay attention to. It's the biggest guy ever with lumps all over him.
Alright, hang on. Yeah, hang on.
What magic? Poisoner.
Right. According to this AI script, Magissa alternates between casting a random black magic spell every odd turn and casting either Arrow, Drain, or Fist, just punching you moderately hard, on even turns. The big one's Drain, especially if you're playing on one of the versions where it's busted. I'm not sure which these are exactly, it might just be the GBA. Drain can deal a truckload of damage and heal her for the same amount. Pray for a big punch instead. Casting Silence will stop her black magic, meaning she'll spend every other turn doing nothing. For some reason, her blue magic Arrow spell still works just fine. This is weird, but consistent. Your blue mages can cast their spells when silenced too.
You're gonna steal off somebody.
Neither of them have any steals. Sorry, thieves.
Ah. No one ever has anything to steal.
As we've established, hitting her a few times spawns an extra lad.
Shit.
The first turn Forza's up, she'll always cast Regen on him. And a lot of people see this and think, right, she's the healer. Get her. In actuality though, her AI has not changed, other than that one scripted turn. It's a ruse. She's also in the back row now, taking halved physical damage, while Forza tackles you for 150 a pop.
There we go.
Getting Magissa out of the way is all well and good, but it's not going to stop a significant other. Forza is a big, beautiful, bouncing baby boy who doesn't know any spells but has punches that can hit 3 figures of damage. His health pool is a little higher than Magissa, but not by too much. And he's in the front row, where we can stab him good. If you see Forza, I recommend focusing him down first. Are we absolutely sure there's supposed to be a second guy here?
Oh shit, stop killing Lena. I don't have any Phoenix down, do I? Oh.
John, it's fine. You're almost there. You've almost beat him. No, John, don't do it. Oh, no.
Sorry, I don't want to win the fight with one person missing.
Staying with an L today. Dang.
He's got a knee that looks like it is like Mega Man X's knee. It's just a shiny gem.
Things went a bit better for Smite, whose double monks calved through the pair of them with little trouble, even though he did get slightly fixated on Forza's knee.
Watch out, Butzo.
Also, Forza is like really punching above his weight. Look at the two of them. They're husband and wife.
I'm trying not to use too many clips from Smite's run because he brought along Madithan as a co-commentator, and Maddie's so much funnier than everyone else in this video, myself included, that he makes us all look bad.
In the back of your legs. It's good for running long distances to do this.
Like, you gotta work those calves.
Yeah.
Oh, they're dead now.
Power drink.
Got some Gatorade and a whip.
Now we want to have Lena use Silence on Magista.
Maybe that is how you pronounce it. I don't fucking know. It's a weird world out there, folks. Regardless, as touched on before, both husband and wife have a glaring weakness. Magissa can be silenced by a black mage, and Forza can be blinded by a blue one, tanking his accuracy.
Yeah, she has nothing to steal.
Neither of them have any steals. Sorry, thieves.
Bypasses Silence. Okay, it seemed like it worked, so...
The hardest part of the use status effect strategy is telling when you've actually landed one. Every version has some statuses where you just don't get any visual indication that they've worked, and which ones that applies to is version specific. Yes, that means the Pixel Remaster took out at least one of the animations off the top. No, I don't know why they did it.
Another flash. Please hit. That... Okay, it hit. Good. Now that's not a guarantee that he will start missing us completely. It's just an increased chance.
With Forza's accuracy in the toilet and Magissa's skipping most of her turns, the rest is essentially just light finger exercise.
Or else people get, bitchy that the input's not working correctly. But they're dead. And
where's James? Jeez, look at her. I hope we get the weather she's expecting, is what I was gonna say. I think we can flash him, he'd probably like it.
Get your dang mind out of the gutter, Mario. If that is your real name.
Did it hit him? I hope so. I wonder where these two met anyway, like seriously?
Mario walked the rest of the fight in without much difficulty, even ending with the traditional dead gallop to continue hauling throughout this wonderful fantasy land.
Oh well, there we go. What? Galuf died? When did that happen?
Come on. Oh, come on, really?
Gamora, on the other hand, got a really unlucky flurry from the two of them.
Should be dead.
2 drains in quick succession and a bunch of tackles. Also, those are 170 damage drains. Is Drain still broken in the Pixel remaster? You hate to see it, folks.
It's actually tougher than I thought. And he's probably dead. Jeez, it's like a one-shot.
Gamora did scan Magissa and see she was on low health. Not sure if they ever noticed the green numbers popping up by her feet, though. She's healing herself. Kind of got stuck throwing half damage physical attacks at a steadily healing target there for a minute.
Okay, finally she's out. I guess he's still around though. Oh man. Oh. Alright.
Using it. Heal. Honey, come take out this trash. Oh! Forza. Interesting accomplice there. I guess we should try fighting. I don't want to keep hitting her. I don't care. Oh, I put her into the back row. Well, that sucks. Alright, then I guess we will fight Forza. Can we steal anything from Forza? She cast regen on it.
Neither of them have any steals. Sorry, thieves.
No, I don't need anything. For sure. He tackled, he killed! Oh my god, he's killed someone else. Look at this.
A lot of people still lean heavily on the spread heals here, and I'd suggest you instead worry about crossing thresholds. A unit with more than 150 health can survive a tackle from Forza. A unit with less can't. The regular punches do like 90 to 100 damage, and most of Magissa's spells do about 50. Drain is an existential threat that we can't really plan around with HP pools this low, but it's a 1/3 chance every other turn. Sometimes you gotta roll some dice.
Tough boss fight for early game, huh?
Gotta tell you folks, I really didn't expect this to be the one that started tripping everyone up.
Wow, we used all our Phoenix Downs on that early fight.
Buru Mickey had a very smooth fight. Second fastest I've got recorded here. That said, she did go into it with everyone at level 12.
We're just gonna have Ferris lay some damn. Ooh, that was nasty. You need to heal up after that. But yeah, I really like I like this game more than I thought I would, and I think it's all about expectations. You know, I've never really heard I just healed Lena instead of Bart's. I've never heard anyone say, oh my gosh, Final Fantasy V, best Final Fantasy. I've never heard anyone talking about it.
It's me! I'm the one! I'm the one guy!
Oh, stop messing about with that.
Neither of them have any steals. Sorry, thieves.
Take out the trash. Okay.
I think I might be needlessly nice to the thief class in general. They do pick up a bit later, although they're never, you know, good. And they're far from the worst class you can roll in a Fiesta, but they are the worst class you can roll for your Wind Crystal job. At this stage in the game, thieves are frontline brawlers who deal no damage and can't tank for shit either. This and the next boss are going to be an absolute slug for our all thief run here. I tend to say Monk and someone we haven't met yet, are by far the standout worst classes of the game, but at least if you roll Monk back at the Wind Crystal, you do get to enjoy a brief period in the early game of going absolutely hog wild.
Gonna have to just heal up. Heal up. Megalo. Fuck me, man. I'm doing badly. This is going on. This shit, man. Fucking really, man? That fuck. What am I supposed to do with that move? Oh. Right, I'm gonna be here a while.
Look, she's fine. Out of interest, because I know you're all gonna be asking, here's the fastest run I recorded. It's by, me. You get through them pretty quick in this game. This is Magissa and Forza. If you do enough damage to Magissa, Forza will turn up, you see. There we go, there go Magissa and Forza. Who's Forza? Don't worry about it. Alright, you poisoned.
A poisoned arrow.
And that's why that staff was important, by the way. In case you were wondering, it works on any version. Elemental rods boost the damage of their corresponding spell a whole 50%. Huge buff. You can also use them from the inventory to deploy them as a hand grenade instead of a boosting item.
You call that blizzards? I was waiting around for like 4 hours just to see if maybe the client wouldn't like what I did.
Which is going to have the effect of casting an Aga suffix spell of the rod's element on all enemies at once. You break the rod, but that's a very, very large spell for where we're at. Forza's still out there somewhere. Still waiting for the signal. Also, that menuing was definitely a lot faster than mine. And already having the rod equipped definitely saved a few frames. I think we have a new winner, folks.
This is set up for the next boss now.
Oh, come on, spoilers!
Alright, dragon time, hopefully. Hiryu. He's hurt pretty bad. Hiryu, don't worry. I'll take care of you.
A poisoned arrow.
Lena, what are you doing?
Don't come any closer. I will be fine. Just must reach the dragon grass. Good thing you have Poisona. I think
A poisoned arrow. I always thought you could like burn the poison flowers, and then this would be a lot easier. But...
A poisoned arrow.
But Lena, she's made of strong stuff. Actually, you know what? I take it back. She, you know, if she was a true damsel in distress, needing everyone to do everything for her, she wouldn't have done that. So, good on you, Lena. Hurry, give this to the Hiryu. Oh no, Lena.
She's dead. She's just finished.
So long.
Look at that little eating animation. Please get well. My stars and garters, you're out of your gourd.
That was a truly rash thing to do.
Nicholas, you're the one who's been dying every 5 minutes, you old coot. Seriously?
Or Drake, I guess. Lena's poisoning is cured. Oh, Dragon cured us. Drake cured us.
It healed her? They can do that?
I keep saying Lena. I'm gonna just stick with it. Lena just sounds weird.
Healing Hearty is the name of like a passive ability in Octopath Traveler, by the way.
There's another pointless video game fact that may or may not be true.
Actually,
Write that one down, folks. There will be a test.
I don't really like heights.
So funny. Your face, kiddo. Anyway, get on. Wow, what a response. Your face.
Kiddo, just
Your
gallop.
face, kiddo.
For someone
Now
who's
hop
been
on.
dead every 5 seconds, you sure
Are you
know
saying
how to,
I look
how to
funny?
get the
Oh, is
digs
that from,
in, you know?
Might have butchered the line.
Oh my god,
Good
the best
films, I
music
think.
ever.
Dragon you.
Great movie.
I don't know how all 4 of us are fitting on it though. It must just be huge. Oh, this music.
I don't think the SNES version is inherently slower. I think he was just taking his time clicking the text boxes on, folks.
It's the plot of A-Team that Mr. T's character was afraid of heights, so they would
I
always
can't
like
even sing along
drug him
because
and
it
make
would
him
be
pass
out
out,
to
and then
sing
put him on an
with
airplane,
Paul.
and then he'd wake up and he'd be like, "Where are
I
we?"
know,
And then
it's
they'd
so
say,
cool.
"We're here somehow," and he never would worry about it. Every single
Like, it
episode
feels like
did
this
this
game
in
is
some
so
different,
crazy.
like,
You
similar
got
manner.
Baldur's there the other episode. Now we have a fucking dragon we can fly around on.
So
Dragons
cool.
are
I
so
really
stupid.
like this
Like
game a lot.
spiders.
That's probably enough of that for now, then, innit?
Are you saying I look funny?